Teammates' 10-second take sums up locker room mood on Caitlin Clark after storm win. It was 2022, and Candace Parker, a two-time WNBA champ, seven-time All-Star, absolute legend, was in a rare shooting slump. In the postseason, her three-point shot just vanished. She went 1-for-9 from deep in the Sky's first-round series. Not exactly the stat line you'd expect from one of the most decorated players in the league. But here's the thing about GOATs. They don't unravel when the shots stop falling. They don't panic. They ride the storm the same way they ride a scoring run, with poise. Our baby GOAT Caitlin Clark seems to be cut from the same cloth. Albeit the frustration clearly visible on the face of the highly competitive reigning league roadie, she is keeping her cool, with her whole team backing her. Tuesday's 94-86 win over the Seattle Storm was pure relief for Indiana. Finally, a W. But for Clark, her shots have been falling short or not going right, quite literally. In the team's third possession, Clark took a 26-foot three-point shot guarded by the tallest person on the floor, Easy-Eye Magbeger. The ball hit the left of the rim and went out of bounds. But with 8:48 on the clock, Clark stole the ball from Nneka Ogwumike and ran downhill for a layup over Skylar Diggins, making her very first points for the night. Things could possibly take a turn, right? However, soon, her shots turned into air balls or bounced off the rim. Even her floaters from the free throw line distance wouldn't go in. The sophomore got more reserved even on open shots, either turning them into passes or eventual turnovers. She ended the trip to Climate Pledge Arena with more turnovers, 8, then points, 6, on 3, of 13 shooting from the field, and 0, of 6 from beyond the arc. However, she did help the team with 9 assists and 3 steals. But this story has repeated for 3 games now. In the loss against the Aces, she managed a double-double with 19 points and 10 assists, but shot 1-for-10 from deep. And the game before that against the Golden State Valkyries, she had a 0-for-7 from 3 for 14 overall. And Tuesday marked the 6th time she has been held to single-digit points in her WNBA career. It's the 3rd game in her career where she hasn't hit a three-pointer. But are her teammates worried? Lexi Hull has an answer. After their first win against the Storm this season, the guard was asked, "How do you try to support Caitlin in this kind of shooting slump?" Truly knowing that this is just what they are calling it, a slump, and nothing more, Hull responded, "She'll be fine. I don't think we're worried. We are not worried about her. She's a great shooter. She's a great player. This happens to every great player.
She'll be fine, yeah.
Not worried about it." Lexi Hull said like it was the most obvious thing ever. 10 seconds. That's all it took to shut down any brewing panic. Coach Stephanie White wasn't worried either. "I'm not worried about Caitlin's shot. Caitlin's shot is going to be just fine," she said after the Aces game. Even Clark herself was like, "Calm down, you all. There are going to be stretches that are really good, and there's going to be stretches that aren't as good," she told reporters after Sunday's loss. "Obviously, it's frustrating as you want them to go in. Even tonight, I felt like there was a few that felt really good off my hand, and they just didn't go down." The numbers in her last 3 games haven't been kind, as she's made just 13 of 47 field goals. That's 27.7%, and only 1 of 23 from deep for 0.3%. But you know what really told us she's feeling the slump a bit? That moment in the 4th quarter after she got called for a travel for the 2nd time in her 31 minutes on the floor. She just laid down on the court, flat on her back. Like, what else can go wrong today? This is normal. Especially when you're coming off one of your best shooting nights ever. Remember that Liberty win? The whole Fever squad turned the three-point line into a party, and Clark tied her career high with 7 triples, from distances like 34, 31, 28 feet. It's just a cold spell. But she'll get out of it, no doubt. However, when she's off her game, it's clear the Fever feel it. That was obvious during her brief injury absence too. But here's the silver lining, is Clark still contributing in other ways. Like against the Aces. Sure, shooting was rough, but she still had 10 assists. 9 more against Golden State. And again versus Seattle. Her court vision stayed sharp. She's not disappearing. She's just human. Well, this one wasn't about Caitlin Clark, and that's okay. After a couple of tough outings, the Indiana Fever finally snapped out of their funk, wrapping up their 3-game West Coast trip on a high. And it was Aaliyah Boston who led the charge. In front of a rowdy crowd at Seattle's Climate Pledge Arena, Boston completely took over.